So the guts of the story is that there's a tsunami in the Gold Coast, which then floods a car park and a supermarket, and unbeknowingly to the survivors of the tsunami, they're now having to deal with great white sharks who are smarter than usual, I'd say. Yeah. Heather's realization when she's stuck in the car park, she's probably never had anything bad ever happen to her, let alone to be in this situation. So I think for her, all she can think of is I'm stuck and I'm the only person that's in trouble and we need help. So I think she's quite insular in it, and I think it's just probably just a lot of shock. Really, she probably has just never had to deal with anything even remotely like that. So yeah, she's got some interesting reactions. I think my favourite scene to shoot was probably the scene about the Gucci shoes. That was fun to be chucked in a situation where it's life or death, it's the highest stakes you can get, and she's stressing out about her boyfriend buying her fake shoes. And that's the sort of thing that I'm sort of envisaging for her, is that she can't really deal with reality, and then suddenly she realizes her shoes are fake and she can deal with that. So that becomes, the focus of it all. So yeah, I think that was a fun scene to shoot. It was actually fun working in the car park set. I think it looks $1 million. The first day we got in there, I was just amazed. There was like fire and there's all this dripping water, and it just looks really ominous. So it was really cool shooting in there, and they actually had us in the submerged BMW under the water. So you're just looking around at like murky figures, and so it was good to get that sort of idea at the beginning, because to be stuck in a car that's covered in water and to see shadows going past you would just be the most terrifying thing. So I think I really enjoyed being in a set that really let you sort of get involved in the actual story. Like there's a lot of imagination needed for it, but it was good having such a true to form set. The animatronics on this film are so good. They're so lifelike, and that adds a whole other dimension when you're running away and you're looking back and there's this actual fin slicing after you. Like, it adds a whole other dimension where you actually do properly get terrified. But they look incredible. We saw some of the tests before we started shooting of them testing in the tank from the top, and it swims exactly like a shark, and it's big and it's like silicony on the outside, so when it goes to bite things, it crunches up, and it's yeah, properly terrifying. I think he's got this amazing idea of the film in his head before we started. So I think a lot of the shots are designed around this idea he's got, and it's all designed around using the 3D rather than just, occasionally having something come out at the screen. Every shot is designed to get the most out of the 3D. So I think he's done a good job. I think the audiences can expect quite an experience from this film. I think between the 3D and the fact that there's quite a few little stories going on within the main story, and then even then there's funny relationships, and there's a robbery and all sorts of funny dynamics. So I think it's going to be, it's a shark movie. There's going to be lots of sharks and people getting killed, but there's also a lot of intricate like dynamics and relationships and that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping that'll give it a bit of heart and a bit of soul. So yeah.